You practice again, pulling your right foot up and then hopping on the left leg. You're just going to go forward. So it's very important that, again, we pay attention to what we're feeling on our right leg versus our left leg, because remember, I'm coming off of an injury or I haven't ran in a long time, so I want to make sure that then hop, then foot taps, and now we're going to go forward. I'm going to share with you one of the basic drills that I show my athletes that are overcoming an injury and trying to get back on the track. So a lot of times when you're overcoming an injury, it's very common for you to feel one leg being stronger than the other. And so because of that, when we're introducing these running drills or a return to run progression, we like to isolate one side from the other so that you can mentally make that note of what you're feeling on one side or the other. You can also identify if there's any setbacks in your training as you're getting back to running. And then most importantly, we can also identify what those asymmetries are so that we can treat them and get you back on the trail, on the track, on the road as quickly as possible. So with this first drill, I'm going to show you a pull to pose drill where we're going to be working our left leg first. Where we're going to be working our right leg first. And so what you're going to do is stand on your left leg. You're going to stand on that left leg. Knee is going to be slightly bent. Okay, so I'm not locked out. I have a slight bend in this knee. And what you're going to do is just pull that right foot off the ground. And so I'm pulling here. Foot is directly under my hip. I'm not back behind me, nor am I out in front of me. Okay, so I'm just pulling under my hip. So that is the first part of this drill. The next part is as I pull this foot up, I'm going to hop on the opposite leg. So as I pull this foot up off the ground under my hip, I'm just hopping on my left leg like this. And then I can do the same on the other side. So it's very important that, again, we pay attention to what we're feeling on our right leg versus our left leg, because remember, I'm coming off of an injury or I haven't ran in a long time. So I want to make sure that as I'm getting my body into that position where it's loading again, it's accepting that impact because my feet are coming off the ground and it's landing again. I want to make sure that there's no pain, I don't feel off balance. And most importantly, I want to teach my body that it's okay to do these single leg hopping type drills and pulling drills that we're doing. So pay attention to that. The next thing as we progress this drill is we're just going to do that going in a forward direction. So practice again, pulling your right foot up and then hopping on the left leg. You're just going to go forward with each hop. Turn around, and we go back. Again, I'm just teaching my body that it's okay for me to hop. It's okay for me to go through this impact again. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be okay as I increase my speed. And as I'm practicing this, I'm also working on good posture, arm movement, and body mechanics. The next part of the progression is just doing it faster. So we're going to do what I call foot taps, which is literally just tapping the foot off the ground, tapping the foot on the ground. So as soon as your foot hits the ground, you're going to pick it up as quickly as possible. And you're going to do the same with the opposite leg. So as I'm pulling my right foot in the air, as I'm tapping that foot and pulling it under my hip, I'm going to do very small, quick hops on the opposite side, so on my left leg. So this is what it'll look like. I'm hopping very quickly on this left foot, and then my right foot, I'm pulling it under my hip. As we do the other side. Once you're done that and you feel comfortable, now we can add the final portion of this running drill, which is doing the foot taps moving forward down the track. Usually to start out with, we'll do about 5 to 10 meters or so. And then for a normal warm-up routine, we will do between 10 to 15 meters, maybe even 20 meters, and then we will couple that with the strider afterwards. So I'm not going to go over that in this video. That's a more advanced way of doing your warm-up and kind of adding this to your warm-up routine. But for now, just keep in mind that when you're doing this and going forward, we want to pay attention to our rhythm, our posture, and again, what you're feeling on one side versus the other side. So let's practice that moving forward. So let's focus first on pull the pose, then hop, then foot taps, and now we're going to go forward. So there you have it. That's a skipping drill that you can practice if you are coming off of an injury and you haven't ran in a long time, but you're cleared to run by your medical provider, but you just haven't practiced it yet. This is something that you can do to just build your confidence and to make sure that you are ready to get back on the track, on the road, or on the trail. So thank you so much for watching. If you desire to learn more about how to run faster, run longer, or run pain-free, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you.